Well, good evening, internets. It's me, DP Knudten, for another Bookward Bound, my 301-day journey from I should really do this to done. And what is that I'm talking about? Well, I'm talking about the creation of a brand new book that I'm going to be self-publishing on Amazon's Kindle Direct Publishing platform on January 1st of 2021. Well, in order to be able to do that, I've been coming down here every night to live stream for everywhere from 15 minutes to an hour, working on the book in real time in front of you, because I'm co-opting your peer pressure energy to actually keep me honest about getting this damn book done. And so far it's been working. In fact, tonight, what are we, the 29th of October? So this is episode 130 or 237. With a total of 64 days left to go before I actually have to post the press-ready PDF files to Amazon's Kindle Direct Publishing platform on January 1st of 2021. Yeah, it's been a crazy ride so far, but it's been working because I have actually been coming down here to work on this book every single day for 237 consecutive days. -2 because I was sick with Lyme disease for 2 of those days. However, that did not stop me from coming back down here and working on this book. And that's what I'm doing. With your help, I'm coming down here to write, edit, design, outline, do all the stuff necessary to create this book, including formatting and stuff like that. And how I'm doing it is I'm using an application called Scrivener, which is right here. You can see it. And in this main window, you can see where I'm writing. And then over here on the side, you can see, or the side over here, you can see all the chapters in the book and all that stuff. Well, last night I was working on a section that includes long pull quotes from episodes of the Nonfiction Brand podcast that I've done with a couple of different ladies. One was Sarah Gross, who's fantastic, and I love her. And the other is Molly Mahoney. Now, I'm actually going to be doing a new episode with Molly Mahoney next week, recording a brand new episode with her. But I wanted to look back all the way to very, very early on. It's episode 28. Oh my gosh. And I should go in here and change that. 28 and 29. And then a couple of others that are yet to come. So I'll just keep those highlighted. But 28 and 29. And I wanted to look through the transcript that I've done in a program called Descript. Now, Descript is both, it's half online, it's half native app. Well, in this case, I'm using the native MacOS app. And you can see over here, I've got a transcription. And it's not perfect. They like to say that they're 95 or 97% accurate, and I think that's probably about right. There's plenty that's not exactly perfect, but that's okay because it's perfect enough for me to at least find the section I want to work on, and then it's very cool. You get to listen to it as well. So if I place the cursor anywhere in the transcript, it'll hook up with the section, and then you hit play. And they had ballroom dance. So I took fencing and ballroom dance. And so you could say that I'm ready for Pirates of Penzance at any time because I can do the sword work and the footwork. But anyway, it's very cool because of that. Anyway, what I want to do is find a pull quote from her, an extended quote from Molly that talks about why she embraced Facebook so hard, because she has. Live stage was bum. Huge, but concert, an hour and a half. Not overcrowded, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Molly, prepared performer, blah, blah, blah. Facebook. Follow Molly, yeah. And I'll keep golden nuggets. Funny. Privacy setting. Some people may love my crazy right away. With the kids. And everything that leads you back to Facebook videos right now. Videos. Facebook. Everything is a performer sometimes. Assembled. Messenger bots. Dang it. Let's go to the next one. Because I did have 2 episodes transcribed here, so. I guess as a leprechaun. Iterations of my business. Acne.
Like hardcore value that I have to offer, that it's not just all about like, come hang out with me. It's like, no, I'm going to give you strategies that are really going to work. And that was a fine line to make sure that I'm incorporating that into my.
Come on. Oops. I need a correct text. Thank you very much. Come in. In with me. It's like, no, I'm going to give you strategies that are going to. Okay, let's go back.
I think I've gone through iterations of that too, especially with launching a business, because I remember like when I first started going to networking events, feeling like I was this like 15-year-old, you know, back in this like awkward acne filled what's going on in my life, trying to figure out how to celebrate who I am.
What's going on? with my life. Trying to figure out
life, trying to figure out how to celebrate who I am without scaring people away. And there is a fine balance, and making sure that I also incorporate like not only my crazy cheeseball self, which is definitely a part of who I am, but incorporate like the smarts and the real like hardcore value that I have to offer, that it's not just all about like Melanie. It's like, no. Like Melanie. It's like, no, I'm going to give you strategies that are really going to work. And that was a fine line to make sure that I'm incorporating that into my brand with what I wear, with how I speak about things, with not always being like, oh my gosh, right? With making sure that I drop the tone of my voice sometimes and slow down.
Let's see. Let's go back up here.
Well, it's funny because, as I said last week, personality can have its great power and pitfalls. And I'm sure you've probably run into both. I mean, I can see the power coming at me 24/7 on anything you do. And it's wonderful because having met you, I get you the
Let's do this. Let's grab all this. That's what we'll say, a force of nature. Exclusively Facebook. It's funny, but ever since MOLLY. So these long pull quotes are great because it's actually leveraging all the work I've already done on my podcast for over 2 years and turning it into a book that then promotes the podcast, which then promotes the book. And so it's this cyclical, virtuous circle of promotion. Oh, not an act. This is Molly 15. Comma, you know, in this like awkward act build, what's going on? Trying to, without scaring them. There's like a comma. There's a part of who I am. There's a fine balance, making sure that I also incorporate like not only the crazy, definitely a part of who I am, but incorporate like the smarts and the real hardcore value that I have. And that it's not just about like with me. Like, no, I'm going to give you the strategies that are really going to work. And that was a fine line to make sure that I'm incorporating into my brand with what I wear, how I speak about things, not always being like making sure that I drop the tone of my voice sometimes and slow down. Yeah. That's number 29029er. Cool.
Good point that you make too, because I have actually had specific people tell me that they have been hesitant about having me at events because they've seen my video.
Having me at events.
At events because they've seen my videos and they're worried that I'm a fake, like, put on thing. But what you said, like, but then once they meet me in real life, they're like, oh, this is really her. And that's a fine balance that I've struggled with, or whatever, danced with forever. Like, I remember in high school, I had a boyfriend. We were at like a 7-Eleven. And I went to buy some flavored water or something. And the guy behind the counter was like, oh, I've had this, it's good. And I said, well, it's a good thing.
Good thing you did. Good thing you did.
And I said, well, it's a good thing I'm buying it then.
Oh, it's a good thing.
Good thing I'm buying it then. And my boyfriend looked at me and he was like, what is wrong with you? Like, why are you talking to him like he's in kindergarten? And I was like,
Yeah, well,
why are you talking to him like he's in kindergarten? And I was like, that's just the way that I talk to him.
Slow down. Copy. Slow down. Point that you make too, because I've had cool. So this is a good quote, I think. bunch of fluff, one of them. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. Team right now. Space. All right. I think that's all I'm going to get out of this episode. So I'm going to kill it and say that right now this section is 1,500 and some words, which is great because I still need to do intro, outro copy for both Sarah and Molly. And I'm probably going to add some new stuff. This actually goes up a little bit. And outro copy. Okay, so cool. This section's looking really good because 1,500 words translates to about 250 words a page, roughly, for a 6x9 book. So that'll be 1,000. That'll be 4 pages. Another 500. Another 2 pages. So 6 pages with photos. 7, 8. Yeah, picking up page count for sure in this book, which is great. I want it to be about 250 pages. I think that is well in hand and absolutely going to happen. So I'm happy to say goodnight for this evening because I got to come back here tomorrow. And the worst thing you can do is burn yourself on one day so you don't come back the next. So instead, I'm going to get a lot done tonight and then come back tomorrow and get even more done. So thank you for helping me do this by making me come down here because you're my peer pressure coach, making sure that I do. And because of you, I am. I'm DP Knudten for the Nonfiction Brand podcast and all things nonfiction branding. If you'd like to catch up on the podcast, just look for Nonfiction Brand wherever you find podcasts for free. And you'll see this image, or at least the middle part of it, Nonfiction Brand with my photo. That's the actual cover art for the podcast. And if you see that, you'll know you're in the right place. So please like it, subscribe, refer it to others, and do me a favor if you will. If you like it, give it an honest review wherever you get the podcast because that helps other people find it. That's it for me tonight. I will see you tomorrow. But until then, theme music. Take us on out. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.